It's week 8 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
To throw is Daniels. And he will find his man on the outside. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Up the middle they go. Woodard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Royal. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Now a handoff up the middle. Woodard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodard. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Daniels. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the left side. Woodard. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 more on that one, and another first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Up the middle they go. It's Flynn, and they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Flynn. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's a 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Mahomes to throw once more. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
To the air goes Daniels. He finds his man complete. That's Fox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run on 1st down. Woodard And he's got it down to the 28. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Woodard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Now Daniels. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Up the middle they go. It's Flynn. A beautiful spin and room to run. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. Now 2nd and 3 as they've got it as we resume action. Now a give right side. Flynn. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
The left side completion to Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Mahomes now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Burgess. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
An 8-yard pickup. And the 1st down on the Chiefs.
In motion goes the tight end. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Mahomes. Yeah, he's got it. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Mahomes going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodard. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver 1st.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. The tight end, Cameron. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Play action. Now it's Daniels. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now a give right side. Flynn. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go play action. Daniels. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To throw is Daniels. He finds his man complete. That's Fox. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver 1st.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. The Titans trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head cross-country, just outside D.C., to check out the Commanders at home in Landover. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. The home teamers are still very much in the playoff picture here at the halfway point as they up their record to 5-3 with the win. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And it was the visiting L.A. Rams who get the victory in that one. Brock Purdy leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jayden Daniels. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, it's Flynn. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a handoff up the middle. Flynn, and he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 29. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd and 5. In motion left goes a tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Mahomes to throw once more. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Xavier Worthy, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
So no gain on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Daniels. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He completes it to Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. In motion right, one of the tight ends. And again, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burgess.
Holding. Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Up the middle they go. It's Flynn, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 35, here's 2nd down at a yard. To the air goes Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down.
Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 14. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Mahomes going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Yeah, the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Throwing now is Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here now, 2nd and 4.
36-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Woodard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Daniels looking to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll run on 1st down. Woodard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Flynn. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Mahomes now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. To throw is Daniels.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st down, Woodard. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodard. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Woodard. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now a handoff up the middle. Woodard. And able to work his way down to the 16.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game.